Alright, here in the buy phase here, we're going to be looking at Divine, and he's going to be the Sova of the squad here. We'll see what happens in just a bit. Yeah, Mr. Faker is going to be sitting B as is. And I think we haven't talked about Sova on defense side. You know, on B side, Sova is really filthy to play against. So, being able to lock down B main is just a really powerful strategy. And once you see an Ares, the Odin gets picked up, it's when stuff is going to go down. And JD Faker, he smells an attack coming in from market.
Yeah, so Flashpoint coming in, and now they make that entry, slowly coming through. They'll pop that nade down on site, make sure no one's around the corner, but JD already at CT. Now, it's gonna be the counter rotation. They do have that camera there in the corner, so that's perfect camera placement from SMG, from PRX at the moment. And so they do have that intelligence of where those opponents are. Shockdog coming in through the corner does get a bit of damage on them, but not enough. Here comes the Flashpoint as well as the slow. Doesn't hit anyone though, and really good cyber cage, so allowing them to come through market. Brandon will get the headshot onto Lexi. Owl drone through Divine, trying to find some intel, and they do know that three are coming down that side. Dez and Val will pick up two. Azora onto Pandemonium. Brandon will pick up one. Divine onto JD, and now that brings it to a one-on-one. Spike is there, it's taking away. He needs to start making his way in, and he sees him. Brandon just a bit of a millimeter off that body, and that's going to be enough to take out Divine. Does he have enough time? He will have just a few more seconds in his favor, and that's going to be easy win for PRX. And Brandon on full health, so almost down to his Blade Storm. One more tick away, and
yeah, speaking of Blade Storm, that's a very fast outcharge coming out from Brandon, and also Divine, I think definitely making a mistake here. You know, standing in that position definitely reveals more than you need to in that angle, so really put him in a big disadvantage. You saw Brandon actually taking so many shots at him before he could even react, so definitely a bit of a misposition coming out here from Divine, and we'll see what happens as we move into round 2. PRX taking the pistol round, grabbing up a Phantom. Okay, so there's going to be a Phantom buyout here, and we're going to have SMG running the pistol. So this looks like a simple 2-0. It's a matter of whether PRX can use any agents. And speaking of which, Pandemonia is down super low. A lot of classic taps to the face. He's going to throw out a Paranoia, and they're going to just blind spray this with the classic. And it looks like Pandemonia, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. He gets tapped down by Divine. There's a Marshall. There's a Cooper with the shotgun. Beautiful from Faker. And there's Rattler, going to be wrapping things up with the Marshall, and JD Faker, of course, getting a triple.
Out of charges.
Beautiful. Flexing that new Singularity skin. And yeah, that shock dart was filthy. Look at that. Oh! The kill feed. Alright, so what are your thoughts about Ascent, actually, honestly?
It's all about mid control. If you can't hold that mid sector, you basically cut the map in half, and that only opens 2 avenues of attack for your opponents, which are basically B main and A main. Because you hold that mid, they can't come in through catwalk, so door basically doesn't matter at all. Here comes the shock from Ego just to kind of slow it down and make sure no one's pushing through B main. Lexi gonna risk it down the middle now. He's already towards market, pops down that bot, and coming around the corner, he has to be careful. Redla is there. And now a bit of a spray with that Phantom. Takes out JD Faker, will bring down the wall. So that's going to open up market. But Redla's right on the corner. He's forwards back, and that hit sound is going to let him know that Redla is right there. He does have that Sheriff, though.
Yeah, and but the thing is that PRX are still on their soft buy. So the weapons are a little wonky. You see Redla rolling with the Sheriff. We'll see if he gets a one tap, because it's going to be good. The cage comes out, blocks his line of sight as SMG move into B side. So Pandemonia does shred Zesby with the Stinger. So something to note as well, Zesby is not playing Jet. He's going to be playing Omen. And the spike goes down. We'll see what they decide to do here. Brandon with the flank gets spotted out. It looks like SMG might be collecting their first win of the round. Of this round.
So he's going to have the cam up. Tripwire's been activated, so Foul knows that someone's around the corner. That's going to be Pandemonia. He gets taken out. Well-placed headshot. Foul come around the corner and drop Brandon and Market as well. So finally, they will pick up a round, stop the momentum that PRX have, but that is to be expected, of course. So PRX, it doesn't really matter for them at the moment. They're fine. They did pick up the pistols, pick up the second round as well. So they're still okay, in good spirits. They'll be able to buy up this round, and SMG they needed that round, I think, and that's going to restore a bit of confidence. For them, of course, it's going to be the magic number 4. If they can get 4 rounds on attack, they're going to be pretty happy coming into the second half.
Only 4?
That's all you need. You only need 4.
Okay, okay. I mean,
anything else from 4 on the defending side, anything more than 4 rounds, you're going to be pretty happy when you switch over to defense.
Okay. We'll see. Oh. Sova tags them out. JD Faker immediately cleans out Ilzora, but Lexi getting his Raze, and something to talk about as well. Karma used to pick Raze, and that was actually Lexi's favorite agent to play, one of Lexi's favorite. And now that Karma is on the bench, Lexi can go back to his main on Raze, and he is definitely having a good time on that so far. Entry fragging, feeling himself. As I say that, he gets himself fragged out here by Brandon, but Zesby will collapse here with Divine and clean out the site there. Very nicely done. It's a 1 versus 2, unfortunately. Divine finds himself in a tad of a pickle. He's going to try for that recon, he's going to go for that high ground, and he's going to be facing the other Sova, which is the Faker here. Going to be dropping that recon dart on the bottom immediately. Oh, he gets tagged, oh, he gets shot through the wall! That's a Sova gap right there, blinds through the floor, and let's see if Divine can hold the line here. He doesn't get the spike down, so the onus is on him, and he walks forward into Egoist Crosshair, and we got ourselves a split screen between the two captains. Look at that. And yeah, round point to round over to PRX as they win the second buy round.
Yeah, he was between a rock and a hard place right there. Good of him to get that penetration kill down onto Heaven, but the tail of the utility did come through, and they won that battle, got the location well and done and dusted, and there was probably no way that he was going to take that round once that flashpoint went through. So brilliant flashpoint, as you see right there, by Egoist. And of course, brought to you by Omnidesk, those replays. So we're into the 5th round now. PRX slowly starting to build that momentum. Brandon will drop Izora down on that mid, but Zesby will come with the reply onto Egoist. Lexi onto Brandon. Pandemonium will take out Zesby as well. So one of the blinds are going to be down. I think that's all the blinds down for SMG. So they're going to have to make a hard entry now, and they will not have any cover unless they tactically use those cyber cages. But of course, not as effective as a Cloud Burst or an Omen Paranoia.
Yeah, Lexi has that RPG. He's going to be firing that up into Defender spawn. And no, he didn't actually fire it back of sight. He's thinking that there's someone there, but I think they're just chasing ghosts. Are they? They might be, but oh, here comes this overall. He's going to go in there. Doesn't tag anyone, but Mr. JD Faker is very good with these, and he misses that final shot. Doesn't get the kill, but does get the tag. There's going to be the spike dropped here. Recon dot not going to land anything. Okay, SMG lose a player. Now it's a 3 versus 2 situation. There is still neural theft, but I don't think they're going to try for that. But they're going to go push aggressively there. And here comes the counter Sova. It's going to tag him. Mr. JD Faker dies to his own medicine. But looks like Pandemonium has pushed all the way to the back here. Lexi, the only one left here. No, actually no. PRX the only one left with 1. And fell. And Lexi's got a perfect crossfire here. There's no way they lose this. Or do they? Oh, he goes in with the knife! Almost through the round there as he pulls out the knife. Alright, Mr. Zesby is feeling himself. Alright, going for the intimidation. I could hear it from here.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of trash talking right there, but all smiles from JD, so he's gonna take it in its stride, and we're not at that stage where the tilt starts to come in, but it's definitely a bit of banter. So they're just gonna have to keep that in check and make sure that they do keep spirits up in a good place. So PRX 3-2 at the moment to them. The economy is starting to get a bit weak, but we do have ults up. So now Bladestorm from Brandon. Gonna come through weapon. Down mid, long range kill by Divine onto B main, so that's already a setup if they want to go for that rotate. But still, they will continue down. They're gonna close the door here at A, and that's gonna force the majority of them to come through A main. We do have, remember, those flashpoints, 3 flashpoints available, so that's that first flashpoint. Here's comes the blind onto Heaven, and now the entry will come through. Brandon is up there on Heaven. Remember, every time goes for the kill and gets the kill with those with that Bladestorm, it does refill. So the Spike's gonna get down, they're gonna fake it, and now they go for the full plan. Pandemonium will drop with the stinger onto Fell. Zesby gets a headshot onto Pandemonium. Bladestorm still available though, remember, 4-on-2. They can take this if they want to. And I think they're just gonna wait for this.
JD Faker.
Just gonna wait for it. They're gonna wait for the smoke. If they can pick up 1, they're gonna commit to it. Yeah. But there are 2 watching that doorway.
Lock in sight.
The petrol.
There we go. He gets 1. Izora will pop off Brandon. Now the question is, JD, what does he want to do? Does he want to risk it and see whether he can pick up JD's
He's going to go for exit frag,
gun,
maybe.
or is he just going to go for the exit frag?
We'll see. Okay, he hears some footsteps. A right click will be nice. Oh, perfect. Dark cover here. Oh, he doesn't see it. They don't see him. Back shot. Oh, he doesn't get it. He goes for the right click. He's going to die to the spike, I think. Yeah, he's dying to the spike. JD Faker, that was an attempt.
Yeah, they did not see him, but they definitely heard him, and they were smart enough to know, as he said, the spike blast radius, and so they will lose that Bucky as well. But I don't think they wanted to keep that Bucky in the
Yeah, well,
first
it's like
place.
let's try with this. You know, an eco-friendly weapon, 900 credits, cheap stuff. And Brandon getting a kill there was nice, but I think overall they only got one elimination out of that eco round. So definitely not the cleanest of ecos there, and it ties up the score 3-3. I like that. I like how this is actually very competitive. You talk about 4 rounds for attack. SMG about to hit that mark.
Yeah, I mean, a big change up is, of course, Zez, but we'll talk about that in a short bit. Our bot down, here comes the flashpoint. They're all blinded, and now they're going to be able to come through. Divine taking a bit of damage. He'll pop up his auto drone as well, but it's not really going to do much difference because they've already pushed all the way back. Lexi, though, has made his way through market. 2 of them at market. Flashpoint comes through. Here comes to the shock bolt. Doesn't hit anyone, but JD with a double kill down from the door onto Lexi and Azora. And now that means PRX are definitely in advantage.
Yeah, definitely an advantage there. JD Faker with 2 filthy taps there with the Phantom will get it, but as fell, it looks like Divine is taking a little moment for himself to AFK. He was just chilling there. And Zesty playing Omen again. I want to talk about this. You know, there was some reports that he has switched over to Omen from Jet. That's Keisha's not gonna like that, but you know, definitely is a switch up, especially for Ascent. I think dark cover invaluable. I think especially for defense side, you know, being able to throw smoke across the map. Better than Brimstone.
He's changed his playstyle basically, and Pandemonium will take off FFL, will pick up a double, taking out
30 seconds left.
Well-placed frag and a well-placed bullet to the head, and now that bringing a 4-1 SMG. Divine is going to have to make up his mind what he's going to do. He's probably going to want to save this rifle, but at the same time, he also wants to recover that spike and potentially get the plant, but he's going to get recon bolted. And 12 seconds to go. He needs to be careful about that.
10 seconds left.
But I mean, it's more or less of a foregone conclusion because Divine would drop Pandemonia, bring it to 3-1. The big difference between Zez playing Omen and playing Jet is he's basically changed out his playstyle, right? He's usually going for the operator, either the operator or being very, very aggressive. But I think what they've realized that is they do need him to be less aggressive and a lot more kind of team/objective focused. And Omen is a lot better, I think, at that compared to Jet. Jet is brilliant with the mobility. It's great to come in as an entry fragger, but with the utility of Omen, the teleports are actually pretty good as well to get out of a sticky situation if you force yourself into a corner. But they're also really good offensively also.
Yeah, Omen is actually he's actually kind of, they play him like a controller, but he's actually also a very good initiator, being able to teleport, flash, put up cover to go in. You know, it's not as flashy as Jet, but definitely can be very aggressive. And right now, going to be going for the hard push there, but punished by the counter aggression from Pandemonia. And Lexi, you know, he's free roaming around the map there, will no longer go unpunished. And ZSB going to look for the return trade, holding that Elder Flame Vandal. And throw out a duck cover here. And yeah, he could be meeting his end very soon. That Pandemonia, oh, getting a nice trade through the Shroud. He got teleport in. Oh, he doesn't know that Brandon's right behind him. Brandon doesn't know either. They just cross paths like ships in the night. Breaks the glass and takes out Faker. What a play from Zesby. You don't need Jet to make them plays. Omen is just as flashy right here. And now Egoist is in trouble. Brandon though, getting some kills through the Shroud. But oh, good push through from Egoist. Cleans up Zesby.
Yeah, PRX definitely now starting to pick up on what SMG are trying to do. And they do know that that split is coming through from
yeah, you talk about those 4 rounds. Attackers have not collected that yet, and so far I think if we notice, SMG have been doing a lot of aggressive peeking, a lot of aggressive pushing. This was nice.
Yeah, they're committing, but when they commit, they're committing to a split. So the minute one flank goes down, that basically spells the end for the other flank. Question is now they are actually bringing the spike together when they go for the split instead of keeping it towards the back. So once that gets revealed, then you're basically giving even more intel to the defending side to say, hey, spike is here, we need to go and pick up the spike, so we just need to lock down such and such sectors, and that is leading to PRX picking up these rounds pretty comfortably.
Yeah, and JD Faker is going to scout out B main, finds that it's clear, and now they'll know, okay, there's something off about this. No movement so far, no enemy spotted, and there's an eco. So SMG are gonna act real quiet, and then they're gonna try and pounce. Maybe through market doors, they're gonna punch in, but there's the boom bomb making a whole lot of noise. The Roomba scrubbing the floors, looking for targets. But PRX, they're playing it calm as well, not going to risk any kind of movement. And here's some Vandal fire.
54 seconds on the clock now. Impetus definitely on SMG. They have a bit of a buffer. Here comes the Paranoia onto CT. They'll make their way through CT now, but it's not going to be too hard of a retake. Question now is, what are they going to do? Rolling Thunder comes through, and now they're going to execute. They do know that there is at least one at the back side. Now they know there's two. JD will take off FFL. Zez and Lexi
30
will pick up
seconds left.
Egoist and JD Faker. But the rotate is coming through now. They're going to bring down. The door is not there though, so easy entry for Pandemonia, as well as B main, also on CT. They do have, no, he doesn't have his camera up, but he has one Paranoia up that will smoke and do a bit of confusion. Redla coming through.
And
has one tripwire.
SMG have a bunch of ultimates. Zesty could go for some teleport plays.
But there are 3 clouds, and so he'll pick up a double. Lexi with the kill with that rocket, and now the last one standing is none other than Redla.
Exactly.
Okay. Here comes the Neural Theft there. He's gonna go for that peak, and now he's gonna go through. Beautiful flank from Lexi, scoring a thrifty round for them as well. They came in with pistols, they left with phantoms and a spike plant. Definitely a win there for SMG on Ascent. And we talked about Ascent being their worst map. So what's up, man? What's up? What are they doing right compared to the SMG of the past?
It's just they're not losing Zez early on, and him being less aggressive allows them to, one, keep their shot caller, because apparently he is their shot caller, and two, it means that they can take a lot more time and formulate their attacks. So, you know, instead of just going for the high risk, high reward, or maybe getting 1 or 2 opening kills and then deciding what you want to do, they actually do have better odds on their side to have 5 guys to go in instead of 4. So it's pretty simple maths for them. You know, 5 guys is of course better than 4 when you're trying to take a site. But we're 5-4 on the scoreboard.
I thought it was going to be a burger joke or something.
Yeah, it's basically common sense. But
yeah. I thought a burger joke setup was coming. I was ready to laugh. Okay, the up a little bit on the knees. I think, did he tag him? No, he did not. It went right through the legs there. So did not actually collect it. But Lexi, yeah, he's going to go in. Once again, aggressive peeking. This is dangerous though. Very dangerous. Ooh,
Rolling Thunder is up. Brandon will get that operator kill down onto A main, so they know they stopped at least one. But they're losing control of mid. And this could be a problem. Every round they're giving it up. But JD Faker holding the fort for now. We'll take out Divine, takes out Azora as well. Lexi's going up against him. JD Faker might go for a triple. Egoist will help him out from the back. And that will be 3 down. Zez the last comes in with the ult, I think, and will be taken out by Ego. So a triple for JD and a brace for Egoist. And that's going to bring it to 6-4. They're going to want to keep it going. They're going to want to pick up the next 2 rounds because...
one more for SMG is great, man.
SMG are good on offense, not so good on defense, but we'll see how it turns out. You can't write them off at this level.
Yeah,
it could go either way.
I mean, Zesby, you know, burning that teleport is definitely not exactly what he would want, but you know, he tried to go for the flank plays, and it didn't work out. I think Brandon as well as JD just got too many entry frags there. And like you said, the split attack works if your guys can get their jobs done, but the whole thing about splitting up is that you have less firepower on one side. There's an easy op here from Brandon. Divine there, not even using the drone to scout things out. He's going to lose his life. And that's going to be a 4v5 already. Brandon's going to be holding that angle, but Zesby says, no, Brandon, no, man, I'm the jet. I know how it works. But oh, he's in trouble here. But nice little teleport. He actually still gets Zesby. And even gets a tag as well. So, you know, what I thought was going to be a good trade turns out to be a really bad one as Redla collects 3.
I mean, there's no way that Zez would have escaped, and that was a pretty bad play from him to try and get that operator, because there's only so many ways you could go. There's only, you either go to wine or you go down to main. So big shot by Brandon, as you can see right there, and that's with the peak up top from the wall. But yeah, as you can see, you either go to wine or you fall back. And definitely, I mean, if you have any game awareness or any game sense, you would know that you don't want to go to wine if you're not going to go for that A push. So it was a pretty easy.
And also very
read by
unfortunate.
Faker.
He got tagged by the Hunter's Fury right before his teleport. He did the right play trying to teleport, but he got tagged, so he was still revealed when he teleported. So he Shrouded Step did not yield any benefits, but he got Brandon at least, which is nice. Oh, another entry frag from Brandon. The sniper is here to play, and Oh, well, Mr. JD Faker manages to get a tag here onto Zesby, so there's going to be another op.
The jump.
It's going to be a beautiful, easy one. The crouch is going to work out for now. Going to try to shoot through the wall. Doesn't get Zesby, but the blind comes in once again. He's in trouble. He is in a lot of trouble. Out of duck covers as well. He's going to wait 5 seconds for that one to pop. Brenda not going to risk that angle. Going to pull back.
Great camera placement by Redlaw right there to see anyone coming in from A main. Brandon onto ZSB. So once again, one of the top fraggers goes down. And now it's going to be up to the 2 Sentinels to decide whether SMG will be able to pick this round. I don't think they're going to commit.
Off your feet!
Or they will. I mean, it's the last round, so they will commit anyways. 46 seconds left on the clock. Impetus on them to get onto the side flashpoint to make sure that they don't get backstab design. Will pick up that kill. Azora picking up Brandon, but not before he drops Divine. So last man standing is Azora, and he's going to get surrounded like a pack of Velociraptors. PRX will gobble him
Switching
up.
sides.
That'll bring it to 8-4 as we switch sides. SMG now.
Yeah. They got to get the pistol. I got to say this. 8-4 is not a comfortable situation to be in. You want to get that pistol round, otherwise PRX are that much closer to match point, and that's going to be a tough round 1. This is PRX map pick, so map pick and map side. So SMG, if they claim this, it's going to be a huge one because coupled with split defense next round, they have a good bit of momentum going if they can somehow score a win here. So we'll have to see what they decide to switch up here for the defense. Looking at their lineup, not too much different from PRX's lineup. They are missing a... What are they missing here? They're missing a jet. Yeah, they're missing a jet. We'll see what the plan is here for the boys as they roll in. Brandon is going to go for a push, a long push with his team. That's going to be blind as well. The recon, they're going right in here, trusting his team there, but Brandon does not respect the crossfire and loses his life. But Zesby gets traded.
Remember, there is a bit of a forgiveness for PRX because they did buy armor, so they're going to have some help. Right there, Redlaw onto Azora. Divine goes down as well. Well placed headshots. Last one standing, none other than Lexi.
1v1.
Here comes the 1v1. He has the camera, so that's going to give him some intel. Lexi,
also has 18
the
health.
penetration doesn't do anything through that wall.
He has 18 health. One sneeze and he's out.
He does have that, but he does have that intel available to him. No utility on the form of Lexi. All he needs is that headshot.
Whoa!
So camera, trying to get that tag.
1 bullet matters. Just one.
He just needs that tag. That's what he's trying to do. And I think he senses that. But the impetus, of course, is on Lexi. So he gets the tag now. Now he has that intel that he needs, but still not sharp enough. Like you said, health was not on his side. Intel was. And unfortunately for him, SMG will pick up that pistol. So now that should be a comfortable second round as well. But we'll see what PRX does. Will they go for that full ego, or are they going to go for the Sheriff buy?
Yeah, Sheriff buy could be a play, or we could see what pull out the Pandemonia Stinger buy as well. But a beautiful flick here from Lexi will secure them that round. Like we said, all he needed was 1 bullet. So was close. No cigar. All right, so it's a 5-8 situation here. SMG starting the defense half much better, and Divine has an Ares. All right, so let's see if JD Faker falls for this because they are going to be surrounding that B main entrance. So this could be very bad for them. All right, revealing area. He's gonna stand them. Does he get some tags though?
No, he doesn't get any tags, but I mean, it's pretty easy to tell. But here we go. Pandemonia, Redlaw takes out Lexi. Azora, the nade misses just by a bit, but we'll get the last member in the form of JD Faker. 1:30 on the clock.
They're all hurt though. They
are hurt, but they still have numbers. Ego is with the Spectre, drops Divine. Zesby coming around the corner on CT. They walk through. Now they've spotted him. So they know it's going to be a push. They know they're already there. They're on the site. Now the question is, are they going to come from the left, the right, or both sides? And that's what they need to ascertain. But definitely, now they know that there's no one at B main, so they know everyone else is on site because there's no one at market, there's no one at B main. And now that gives them a bit of an idea of what to do. They'll know that there's one at the back. Zez comes through, foul onto Redlaw. Egoist gets taken out by Zez, and foul will drop Pandemonia. So great intelligent work from them, making sure there's no one at the market, making sure that there's no one going to backstab them from B main, and then we're able to use their range. Just unfortunate for PRX that they did not go for the peak.
That's it though. I gotta say, that was a very sloppy round from SMG. They had no business pushing B main like that and losing 2 weapons and potentially triggering, potentially losing that round because PRX are happy with this eco. 3 agents dead, they got the spike down. That's a win for an eco. And yeah, SMG definitely, even though they won that, they stemmed the bleeding, but they're going to be poor. I mean, just look at that. Look at the econ. They're poor even though they won the round. I call it the pistol gambit. You know, lose the pistol round on purpose.
We do have a Spectre and we have an Ares as well, so that's pretty interesting, and that could make the difference in this round. SMG definitely don't want to lose this. And there, once again, you can hear that spam coming through down from the Divine. It's not really helping out at all. Brandon now going for the peak. Owl drone got sent in, doesn't spot anyone, so he knows there's no one on site. They'll pick up that orb. That's going to give a bit of intel to SMG.
Ooh, okay, the stun coming in. That's going to be Brandon.
Comes through on
they're all hiding
them, but they're just being careful. Recon ball goals up, and now they're going to make that entry. I think Pandemonium knows what that's one at door, so he'll take out Zesby. Well placed headshot. Door closes now. Flash comes through. But they definitely have that advantage. Faldo has the camera in the corner. He's going to spot everyone on site, and he knows that there is a split.
Okay, it's still very dangerous. He goes for the spray. He's unfortunately using a Spectre, so the range on that thing, not the best. RPG comes in. There's going to be the race kitty too. Okay, Ilzora with the headshot on the Spectre. Redla takes out Lexi. The guy hiding in hell is going to make it a little bit difficult. So PRX will still secure it, and a teabag comes out from Egoist after a triple. And SMG lose the first buy round. That's going to be a nice 6 situation. Still not impossible by any means, but I do believe Zesby's hiding point in this spot was actually a little bit of an error, as his gun muzzle could be seen by Pandemonium before he could actually.
Yeah.
So it was an easy tap and lineup there.
SMG just a failure on the execute for the retake. They had that intel. They had the spy cam up there, so. Potentially what would have been better is instead of pushing 2 straight down from heaven, just use that spy cam to their advantage, tag someone or wait for someone to get tagged, because that camera didn't get taken out. I don't think it got taken out throughout that whole round, so maybe could have used that utility.
I thought he was going to use that to wallbang. But not going to be the case here, as we are going to be rolling in with assault rifles and SMG. We'll see how they contest this. A lot of B ticks here. Coming out here from PRX. And Zesby lining up that paranoia. He knows that something funky is coming around the corner.
No charges.
He doesn't want to have to deal with that. Alright, another tough cover is ready for it. Oh, here comes the dash. Beautiful! I've seen this strategy so many times. They blind and then they have Brandon dash in on the blinded guy. Very nice. But Brandon though, he's very low on health. He does not get his spray right, and here comes the neural theft. But Egoist and Red Love, they're here to clean up shop. So that's going to be beautiful from PRX. They score another one. They will not get the spike down though, unfortunately. But yeah, beautiful round, not allowing the eco to come back and bite them in the butt there. So it's going to be a 10-6 scoreline. SMG are back on the bye, and we'll see if they can pull themselves back from this abyss.
Brandon very lucky to survive that round, was able to survive 80 damage from that boombot, and then was able to survive against the Omen in the form of none other than Zez, missing all his shots. So great work from PRX on that round. A bit lucky, but you know, at the end of the day, there's only one score that matters. Even if you're lucky, it's that scoreboard, and it's 10-6 at the moment in favor of PRX. Early on, that flashpoint comes through onto B main, just slowing down any push in. Here comes the Owl drone as well. He's going to be able to spot 2, and that Recon Bolt will let him know that Brandon has pushed back. There's no one at Catwalk though, so they've gone for that market 2 in B, 1 on market strat, no one on Catwalk, and that Cypher in the form of none other than Fell is going to just solo. So here comes the Rolling Thunder. That's going to stun everybody. Here comes the dash, and Brandon will be able to pick up 1 at the doorway. That's Lexi going down. They know that there's someone else in there, and they're gonna go for the double shot. Now Divine though will pick up the double. Redla will pick up a double of his own though. They know that there's one at CT. Redla will pick up a triple. JD going down to Divine, 2-on-1 situation. Now do they have any utility? They do, but it doesn't matter because Redla is too strong. Picks up 4 that round, and PRX will get that plant as well as the win. So 11-6 on the scoreboard. They are on cruise control at the moment, and SMG need to ask themselves, what do they need to do? They need to take a big, hard sigh, take a couple of deep breaths, and kind of figure out what's going wrong. And they need to fix that very quickly.
I mean, Ascent is their worst map, to be fair. So this result is to be expected. PRX are just tearing through them. I think just something for the audiences back home. You gotta note how amazing the strategy is. They line up those blinds into Brandon's dash. Brandon dashes so aggressively after those blinds. that is insane. That is how you secure kills with that blind. And I bet you Zesby is a little mad he's not Jet right now. He got picked off by Jet so many times. And it's basically the Rattler. It's almost like the Rattler Egoist show. Brandon goes in, cleans up some 30, and then the Rattler Egoist janitors come in and sweep everyone up.
So our drone early on coming out and spotting that there's no one there. So JD's gonna call for that A push. Here comes the ping. So SMG knows something is around the corner, but I don't think that they are expecting a 4-man entry. Good for them though that they do have one at door. The paranoia will come through, the counter paranoia, but they have the bolt, so the bolt will allow them to see 2 of them. Brandon will pick up FFL, Zez onto Brandon, Pandemonia will drop Zez at the doorway, and here comes the Hunter's Fury out. Okay. So Divine will pick up 1, knows that there are 2 at Hell, and now the question is, where is the spike? Pandemonia will pick up the spike, needs to be careful. Shockdot comes through onto the site, doesn't tag him, but they know he's right there at the box somehow. So he just needs to show his head. He misses his first shot, gets that second shot though. JD Faker and Rella though, still too sharp for them, and they'll pick up that round.
Yeah, and we're at match point.
We're at match point, getting a bit hairier, but still PRX coming up with the goods. And they are now
and if he gets the orb, he will have Hunter's Fury for this potentially last round and wrap up the map 13-6. So I think with this, I don't want to say foregone conclusion, but it is almost going to be a very tough road for SMG to claw back into this round. We might have to take a look and see what they do on split, because this Ascent map was disastrous for them. The start was bad, but you can talk about attack, but PRX are attacking just fine. Okay, Zesby returns the pick. There's a little bit of poetic justice. He's like, okay, it's my turn to blast fools, and he does get one. He gets Brandon. So Jet is down. They will not be able to do that flash into dash strat. Oh, flash into dash. That's nice. Okay. But here comes the
bolt comes through. Doesn't spot anyone, but they do have Azor down on market, so he has those flash points. Cybercade's gonna come in and gonna stop his gonna block his vision. Here comes the Hunter's Fury. He should be able to drop one. No, gets 1 shot down. Here comes the Cybercade. You saw Pandemonia with the entry frag onto Falfel. There knows that there's one at market. Shock Bolt comes through as well, so Azora can't make his entry, but Pandemonia will go down. JD onto Azora. Shock Bolt and the Recon Bolt through, so Divine will be able to pick up Egoist. And now 3-on-2. Redla with that up. He's trying to figure out where they are, and his team is split. They have 1 with the spike at the switch and 1 at B main. And they're pretty sure that there's someone coming from the other side. So now Redla might get the shot. He does get that shot. Lexi goes down, but he has to be careful. He goes for the jump. His teammate's not there, but that will give him the intel.
Okay,
if JD can get that flick, they're both very low. Divine will the shock bolt go through? No, it's the recon bolt. Shock bolt goes in, should be able to get the hit.
Get him, 16 health.
Does it? No.
45 versus 16. Wallbang going in, aggressive push. He does not make it happen, but it's okay. They're 12. SMG, they get a breath of fresh air. They got 6 more rounds to go. Oh wait, 5 more. 5 more rounds to go to force this into overtime. Can they maintain that? I want to see it. We need more Zesby first bloods here. Zesby getting the frag on Brandon's a big part of that initiation strategy, cut off from PRX.
A bit of a weird decision by Redla right there to make this jump, as you'll see here. Get this shot off right here, but for some reason decides to go for this jump. Don't know why he would have done that when he had a teammate up at switch. Maybe you should have just let the teammate at switch make that peek.
It's like, oh, site's clear, knives out, try to go for that plan. Yeah. Typical, everyone can probably relate to this one. And holding the angle here, Brandon looking for that op shot. Is not going to find anything for now. Divine is going to be... oh, we got a kill coming in. JD Faker disappears. That's the operator from Zesby for you. The guy is a sniper, true and true. And he's going to enjoy himself a nice little kill there. But Zesby is holding that angle. You don't want to peek this. A short is dangerous. Okay, sees the angle. He goes back into Garden. And right now... PRX, they don't know what to do. Their info gatherer is dead.
Well, they're going in for the rotate, so Paranoia will come through just to block Zez in case he wants to make that peek onto mid. And now he's basically going to be useless at the moment because he's going to have to come through CT. Here comes the 3-man push. They're going to leave Omen back, and that's going to be Pandemonia in the backside. So Lexi with the nade will pop it. It's going to do some damage, and that's going to force them to make a hurried push in. But remember, they do have They do have that Blade Storm if they want to use it. I think he knows someone's right in front of him, and he does, so he gets a bit of damage on to Redla. They have a Rolling Thunder, which they can use. But here comes the Aftershock from PRX, going to stop all of them coming through CT. Divine, though, will be able to dispatch Brandon.
Shoots the op. Yeah.
And that's that op down. So 4-3 situation now. He does have that Neuro op link. That Rolling Thunder is going to come in, but it's key. When is that going to come through? It comes from Redla. He's in front of Market Door. He'll pick up a triple Zez onto Redla. And now he'll drop that Operator. It's going to be a Spectre going up against a Phantom. And he's already on site. He's going to push down to halfway. No, yeah, he'll push down to half, and if he gets this, it's gonna be an easy play for him. And so he does bring it up to half defuse just in case, but it's not gonna matter because he'll get that headshot.
That was balls, I gotta say. Sticking it when you heard the door go down, that was definitely some kind of that was some courage, man, going through that. And this is a beautiful shot from Divine, out-opping the op with the Vandal. Not something you see too often, especially against Brandon, but Redla, once again, holding those beautiful angles, getting so many kills, making it difficult for the defenders. And now we finally see PRX forced into an eco on match point. And might be a chance for SMG to claw this one back. I don't want to jinx anything, but if anything, SMG are the kind of team that loses on an eco round, you know what I'm saying?
The problem is, yeah, they've gone for a Sheriff buy. They do have Blade Storm, they have that Omen ult, they have the Neuro uplink, and now they've stacked towards A, so it's going to be a quick entry. They should be able to get the spike down, and now the rotate from SMG is going to come through. They don't have the camera on A, so they're not going to have any intel. Here comes the smoke up on Heaven. Flashpoint will come through. Nade else well on the spike, but they're all behind the generator. So
they're
going to be
the window.
And easy entry. Blade Storm comes through. Brandon will be able to get one kill. That's going to reset his knives. He misses. He has one knife left. Lexi onto Pandemonia. And now the Hunter's Fury through as well. Doesn't tag anyone. Brandon will go down to Divide. 3-on-2. Rocket through down behind generator. Will pick up Ego. But the Shock Dart also will pepper some damage onto Lexi.
Alright, this is going to be a tough one going into hell. I've seen this story before, but a good wall bang coming out. SMG, stay alive.
Just too strong, too much damage from SMG, and a bit unfortunate for PRX. Both of them deciding to stack on Hell. Unfortunately, Brandon missing his knife on the second play at window. If he would have gotten that, that would have surely been an easy 2 kills. Maybe should have gone for the right click instead of the left clicks, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, and we are gonna go into the 22nd round.
I want to see an overtime on match 1. That will be a real Kickstarter for this tournament. This grand final, you know, it's been talked up. A lot of siding for PRX, and I mean, the results speak for themselves, but SMG, it's always nice to root for some kind of underdogs, and it's ironic because start of the tournament, PRX were considered the newer team, the more underdoggy team, but now SMG are the underdogs, and I think that flip in the script is really nice to see. And
the key now, though, is there are 3 ults up. There's a Rolling Thunder, there's a Teleport, as well as a Neuro uplink, and SMG only have the Neuro uplink. So as long as they don't drop 1 down to Zaz and they don't give him an entry frag, they should be A-okay. They're forming up, doing a 3-2 split now towards A. That camera is up, so they will know if anyone's pushing through A main. They're definitely going to want to take that time because Brandon does have that Operator, so they're going to see whether he can pick up.
It's not fight.
They're going to see whether he can pick up 1 frag and then probably make the call after that.
Zesby loves to push, and Brandon's going to punish him for it. Goes for the flash, pulls him off his angle.
Shadows traveling.
They know the paranoia is there, so now they know that Zesby is B. So if they're smart, they will go for that rotate. They'll go for the flash now.
There's 2 flashes down.
Make their way in.
Oh no, no, no!
Brandon will get the better of him, so now
he hit his hand!
Here comes the Sova, the recombo will come out, and I think right at the exact same time, the Paranoia is there. There we go, Paranoia onto CT. Rotation has been called, so they're gonna keep that Rolling Thunder still, but they already have one, that's Redla.
Exactly.
Your option will come in, they'll know that everyone is at B, and that's where the rotation is gonna come from. So they still have that Rolling Thunder, Spike's gonna go down. And now SMG, it's an uphill battle. They're gonna have to climb this mountain.
Oh, and there's a flanking Pandemonia as well. But Ilzora takes out Brandon. That headshot there, not necessary. Only has 6 health remaining. But Redla, again, another beautiful angle here for him to hold. They're pre-spraying this. They think they know that he's in there, but
really
they
an
check.
Aftershock. Good Paranoia as well. They're just gonna hold that Rolling Thunder up to the last minute. There we go. Rolling Thunder will come through. Also, Pandemonia should be able to get these kills pretty easily. Redla with the 1, with 2. That's 3 kills already.
They should wrap things up. They're running out of time on that spike. That Divine 1 Vandal and a Dream is 1 versus 3 right now. The spike test taunting him in his face. Egoist shuts him down, and there we go. That's going to be 1-0.